And how's it going, guys? RZR Fitness here, coming at you live. You have to excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I really wanted to push this video out to further explain the different types of cardio, right? So recently I wrote a post on Facebook regarding the differential between steady state cardio and aerobic conditioning cardio, and essentially how steady state cardio has the upper hand in regards to burning fat. But there's different types of cardio that you should be doing according to your specific goals. So if you want to increase your aerobic conditioning, as I mentioned, you should be doing long distance running, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5 miles, whatever it may be. That type of training is going to help your aerobic conditioning. Now, for fat burning, if you want to develop a physique that's more aesthetic, like say if you're stepping on stage for a competition, or if you just want to be able to maintain muscle and burn more fat because you want to just have that type of look, then you need to be doing more fat burning type of cardio. So there's two different types of cardio. There's your fat burning cardio, as I've mentioned, and then there's your aerobic conditioning. Now in your fat burning, there's different types of subsets basically. So one of them is steady state cardio, which I've mentioned. That's whenever you do cardio for an extended period of time at pretty much a moderate intensity speed. So an example would be going on the treadmill on an incline and performing cardio for 40-45 minutes, maybe at a 7% incline, let's say 3 to 3.5 speed, right? That is a fat burning type of cardio. Now when you're doing any type of cardio, whether it's fat burning or aerobic conditioning, what your body does naturally is it burns through carbohydrates first. And I mentioned this in my post, it only takes 10 to 15 minutes for your body to burn through your carbohydrates. Now because if you're doing steady state cardio, because your heart rate is lower, your body sees that as more of an opportunity to utilize fat as an energy source, which is good, right? Because you're trying to do this cardio specifically to burn fat. Now if your heart rate is elevated, say you're on the treadmill, you're running for, 20, 30, 45 minutes, your heart rate is elevated. Once your carbs are depleted within that 10 to 15 minute range, it's going to go straight into your muscle because your body can break down muscle much faster than it can break down fat. If you're trying to develop a physique that's aesthetic, you want to make sure that you're maintaining as much muscle as possible, so therefore you don't need to be on the treadmill running for an extended period of time. Right. The other type of fat burning cardio is HIIT training, right? So it's high intensity interval training. An example would be when you go from a high intensity to a low intensity, right? So this is one example that I give everybody usually. And it's a very good routine that you can do for your HIIT training. So basically you run 100 meters down a track and then you do a light jog back, or you walk it back. Once you get back to your initial starting point, you would run the 100-meter sprint again. You do that back and forth for about 8-10 rounds. Usually this HIIT training, the good amount of time is about 15 to 20 minutes. That's all you need because it's so explosive. It's so performance related that you don't need to do it for 30, 45 minutes as you would with steady state cardio. So again, the fact that you're going from an elevated heart rate and then back down to a lower heart rate, again, at steady state, your body sees that as an opportunity to burn more fat. So that's HIIT training and steady state cardio. If you're trying to build a physique, if you're trying to maintain muscle or build muscle, that's the type of cardio you want to be doing. Steady state cardio, HIIT training, right? And then you have your aerobic conditioning, as I mentioned before, which is, a lot of marathon runners, they do that. They don't have, they're not putting up 400 pounds on the bench press. They don't have all this muscle mass. They're more lean and trimmed, right? But that's for their specific goals. They're there, they're doing their training to build their aerobic conditioning. So I just wanted to put this video out to further explain that. I hope this helps, guys, and I will see you guys later. Peace.